And this is the sad
who
thing.
still do not see the fraudulent behavior. They still don't understand it.
So
because
many fans still, and so
so many, yes. But do you know why? Because you see, the thing is, he's very clever, and obviously he's a psychologist. He knows what the black community need, right? He knows that the black community, right, people are afraid to stand up on their own. They are still looking for a type of messiah. Because we lost MLK, because we lost Malcolm X, because we lost Patrice Lumumba, because we lost all these great people. So he saw a gap. He said, oh, you know, there's a gap.
I'm related to
Let me just slide in there as the king of Pan-Africanism.
King Kong
and you know,
Douglas.
like suck money out of the continent and then also money from America.
So, Umar Johnson
What we've come here for.
is in hot water, man.
Pili pili.
Pili, pili.
Hey.
So, public. I'm not happy, man.
Will any of you be interested in race play?
Slave plantation sex.
Hell yeah.
Oh my God, you coon. You damn coon.
I'm not going to be able to psychologize all of them on the corner. Some of them going to sleep. Fuck that! Black queens forever, no money, never.
The public court of opinion
Where's the school, Umar?
in America,
Where's the school?
maybe globally.
Sharon.
Where's the school? Where is F.D.M.G?
So,
Where is it?
it's hard to not talk about.
It's coming, F.D.M.G. It's coming, it's coming.
Where is it?
It's hard to talk about Umar Johnson and not start laughing.
Sorry.
If you are a coon, super coon, Negro in training, jump off.
Right? Right,
It's taken me a long time to get here. I just want to say, it's
Hey, Dr. Umar, man, give me my $500 back, man. I have this series called Giving Strangers the N-Word Pass.
Let's play that today.
Well, I mean, you guys already got it. I was like, damn, it would be hilarious to get Dr. Umar to like react to it. So to get an interview from him, you have to like donate $500 to his school.
Yeah.
So I PayPal him and everything. We're emailing to set it up, and then he just ghosts me. I was like, I might as well just troll him. So he was in Jacksonville, so we flew to Jacksonville. I got a daishiki. We sit through his whole seminar.
And it's a show. He's up there doing like bits.
But I'm not gonna lie, he was low-key spinning, like. bro, he converted you. I thought I was just gonna confront him, but then I was like, damn, it'd be funny if like I show him my like white girlfriend. So whenever I went up, I was like, yo, Dr. Umar, this is my girl. And he's like, oh, he's a snow bunny lover. Get him out of here. It's snow bunny season. Like, just trolling him. But Dr. Umar, please give me my $500 back.
It's taken me a long time to get to the point where I can laugh when you say his name. Do you remember?
I know.
I've been hearing about Umar recently a lot. I didn't know about him. I want to say to the rest of the audience, I was initially like horrified when I first saw. I was like, who is this guy? What doctor? And the first thing I saw, I was like, this guy, something doesn't sit well with me. You know, Umar Johnson, it just didn't sit well. You know, like an uncle. You know, when you're at a party and then uncle comes into the party and he's a little bit drunker than the rest of the uncles. Yeah. You know how the back of your head just goes, I gotta watch this one.
Yeah.
He's a bit.
You just have a funny feeling.
Not that he's either gonna drink too much, he's gonna knock something over, something's gonna happen, a child's gonna get stepped on by accident. That uncle. That's what I got from Umar Johnson. Then we started watching backstories, and when I saw this man, I'm going to start this image, a shirt and a tie with jeans. I can't take anybody who calls themselves a doctor.
Wait,
and the shirt was tucked into.
And has been raising money for over a decade, and not one black boy has been educated.
To some jeans, and he was walking down and he's talking about
boot cuts,
boot cut jeans, and he's talking about starting a school.
But then, Sharon,
so
you've got to take his age into consideration.
So.
No.
I love that empathy.
His age, eh?
So, like, Umar Johnson, I've been following this guy for about as long as he's been on the internet for.
Oh, wow.
It's been like over a decade now.
Oh, wow.
He burst into the scene as the savior.
That's a way of saying it.
As the savior, a messiah of black people. He's gonna build it's all black school in America, all across America, then all across Africa, then all across the world.
I decided. I had contemplated it before 2005, but in 2005, I had contemplated that it was time for me to begin the process of building America's first true revolutionary Pan-African nationalist institution based on the principles of the Honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey in international economics.
In January of 2010, Umar Johnson promised that F.D.M.G would open September 11, 2013. The September 11, 2013 opening date passed without explanation.
You know, and at the time, I watched countless of videos of Umar Johnson, but I don't know. I've never always. I'm not, maybe because obviously of my background. I'm not a gullible person. You know, God's given us 2 ears for a reason. You know what I'm saying, and 1 mouth for a reason. So you just got these type of people. You have to just keep observing them, following them, and you know, just seeing if they're actually going to be who they say they are. Yeah. You know? So say great things. I was like, okay, cool. I was never like, oh my days, he's gonna, but again, he's put out so much important information about obviously the systematic oppression, you know, against black boys and against black people, and he is a psychologist, believe it or not. He actually is, but obviously he's gone on different platforms over the years, claiming he's got all these other different qualifications, which I've been doing my research as well. So, and all I found that is he's definitely a psychologist, you know, in the state of Pennsylvania, you know, but all the other stuff that he's claiming is up for debate, to say the least, you know.
I always find it so weird when people who are like this are psychologists. And it's
a bit scary, isn't
it? Not to throw you off, but
right. And one of my cousins, who's a female, has when Umar Johnson came here, or like in the past, he's coming in the past in the UK. When I say here, he sells tickets. People go to see him. And one of my cousins, who's a massive fan, she's obviously drinking the Umar Johnson Kool-Aid.
Wow.
You know, so I was like, what? What you actually believe in this guy? Yeah, you know, he helped me for my sons, all the information that he was putting out there, so how I can maneuver through this system that seeks to oppress us all the time, and that kind of stuff, you know. And you know, it was just jokingly, we're like, you know, we had a relationship where, you know, I just used to just take banter like Umar Johnson, to her. She's donated money to him.
Oh wow!
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
She's
So
dedicated.
if anyone else in the UK has donated money to Umar Johnson, do let us know in the comments. He was recently in Oxford to debate Elon Musk's father.
Sitting here listening is interesting because the opposition says that it's wrong for African people to dream. But was not England once a dream? Was not the United States once a dream? Wasn't Australia once a dream?
Yes.
Wasn't Israel once a dream?
Yes.
So if the British can dream, if the Brits can dream, if the Americans can dream, why can't
wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
See how he just, what is...
And he, honestly, all the greatest hits, like, were... Playing.
Wow.
Black Queens forever, Snow Bunnies.
Never.
Black queens forever, snow bunnies never. I said black queens forever, snow bunnies never. I said black queens forever, snow bunnies never.
help brothers who are suffering with the snow bunny crisis to free themselves?
Oh my God, baby, it should be Black Queens forever and Snow Bunnies never.
and a coon screaming.
Save me from these African
Check. I gotta check the coons.
Everything she says is perfect, but I'm taking it slow. Just getting to know each other.
You should go to hell. That's what you should do.
Black queens forever, snow bunnies never.
All the black people are like, this guy's literally a cult leader.
It's so, yeah.
We're going to get to that.
Okay.
You know, so more recently, and I was just thinking, oh my days, I'm not, Umar Johnson is just someone on the internet that speaks and says all of that stuff. So I can never donate to someone like that, ever, you know, but he has a massive platform. A lot of people follow him.
Yeah.
He's a great speaker. He's a great orator.
I was gonna say,
You know, and he's a great showman.
You can't deny
He
that.
should have been a pastor. Honestly.
Definitely.
He should have been a pastor.
Right.
What? He should have been a man of God.
So many people, popular people and people who are not as popular have donated money to Umar Johnson.
Yeah.
Especially, you know, he's gone onto the Breakfast Club multiple times. You know, they've tried to ask him about. Charlemagne's tried to, you know, ask him about the donations and where all the money's gone, but he's good at rebuttaling. Umar Johnson,
very good.
You know, he's very good at deflecting and rebuttaling things. So most recently as well, he went on a Joe Budden podcast as well, and again, so I'm bringing up these black platforms because they are massive, and you got Charlemagne who talks about politics.
Yeah.
Joe Budden not as much. I think that's more focused on more music.
Yeah.
You know, related stuff. You know, but obviously they still get Umar Johnson on. You know, but you never read. Or as far as Joe Budden's podcast, you don't really hear them interrogate him about the school. I think it's because they just want views from Umar Johnson because of what he says.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Very dynamic, articulate, and so forth. You know?
Yep.
So now so this clip that I saw the other day of him, he was in his car. He said, "I've just come back from South Africa. They frozen my accounts. The IRS frozen my accounts."
You know you're talking about that lady who said that word. That's how the lady with the wig.
What did she say?
You know when
the one that fell off?
Yeah, when her wig fell off.
Oh yes, exactly.
That's when you hear him saying that, you're like,
yeah.
I love how he categorized it. He was like, "The bank have informed me." I'm paraphrasing. "There is fraudulent activity going on in my account."
Yes, Umar, from you. You are the fraudulent.
Not on my behalf.
No,
but the bank are frozen. Your personal account and the F.D.M.G, the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy that he's been promising forever.
Yeah.
So, does that make sense to you, ladies?
Of course not.
So,
I'd like to hear.
Sorry, I want. I had to provide some backstory for this guy. What is?
I believe Medea and Pastor Bussy were fraudulently trying to get into my account. And if we find out that's the case, they will be sued and possibly arrested because fraudulent activity on a bank account is a federal offense. Fraudulent activity on a bank account is federal offense. Fraudulent activity on a bank account is a federal offense. Again, June 25th to July 10th is the period of suspicious activity. That is from the time Medea went public and I left for South Africa. Between the time Medea went public and I went for South Africa. So brothers and sisters, if you want to make a donation to F.D.M.G, you must send it to PayPal. Hold off on the checks and money orders until the situation is resolved. Hold off on all F.D.M.G Academy money order and check donations until the situation is resolved. If you want to make a donation to F.D.M.G, send it through PayPal. Right? PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. If you want to make a donation to the school, hold off on checks and money orders until we find out what the hell is going on. The bank is investigating the fraudulent attempts on our account. If I find out Medea and Pastor Bussy had anything to do with this, I was told that they can be arrested for federal offense. I was told they can be arrested for federal offense. I was told they can be arrested for federal offense. Now, with that being said, brothers and sisters, Dr. Umar has access to no money right now because my personal account contains all of my money. I only send it to Apple Pay and PayPal as necessary. So the Prince of Pan-Africanism, for the first time in my life, is without any digital currency. So for my loyal supporters out there, if you can spare a few dollars so I can take care of Queen Mother Ifa Tunde and myself until my bank account is frozen or canceled so I can get my money back and open up a new account, please hit my Apple Pay or hit my PayPal.
This is diabolical. Honest to God. This is it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate we have gotten to the point to where we are panhandling on the internet and asking people to hit the Apple Pay or whatever it is that he's saying hit up because he's saying that his accounts are frozen.
Your take on this individual, I know you have your own anecdotal experience with King Kong.
Wow.
So,
here's the thing. I mean, when I saw it, I was just like, Dr. Umar, drop us out, please. Drop me out. You know what I mean? Like, but the thing is, okay, let me give a little balance, first of all. You know, I've followed Dr. Umar for a long time as well.
Okay.
Yeah? And when I used to hear him speaking, I was like, yeah, he can really articulate himself. He doesn't mince his words. That's one thing I like about him. He's not afraid to speak up. Yeah, you got to give him that. But then there was a time when he had this argument with Kevin Samuels. Do you remember that?
Their little beef.
Yeah,
beef.
that beef. You didn't watch that? Oh my God, that was so ridiculous. And
He likes to do that. He likes to at people who are popular, black people who are popular.
Racist
Yeah.
a little bit. Okay.
That was hilarious. But then there were things he was saying, and I was like, And then there was another time, I don't know what happened. Something happened, and he was having a go at black women, you know? And that's when I thought, hold on a damn minute here, Dr. Umar. Something is not right. You could hear the undertones of sexism underneath it all, right? Because you know the thing is...
Sydney 2.0.
Exactly. In the conscious community, right, there are some men who are for everyone. Like, they want freedom for all of us. They want all of us to elevate. But there are some who still want women to be oppressed. Black women. They don't want freedom for black women. They want black... You see, like, what Ginger J said to that girl, putting women in their place, right? So they want to be in the position of the colonizer. That's what they want.
Oh, interesting. That is a very... wow, yeah. Okay, makes complete
They
sense.
want freedom and power for the men, but they want the women to stay subjugated. Now, it's... Exactly, and subservient. So it's not overt with him, right? But there were undertones there. Do you see what I'm saying? If a woman was to maybe, speak in a way that he thought was out of pocket, it might come out, a bit more. So I just started questioning it. I was like, this one.
Watch this guy.
No, something is not, And then the whole thing with his, his daughter.
And how he refers to her. I mean, what? Here we go.
He took to the internet.
That was heartbreaking for me.
I wasn't there for my daughter. And she may expose me on one of these podcasts one day and say, Daddy, you're the reason I can't find good black love because you never validated me as a woman.
You feel me? If you with me, you with me. If you ain't, you ain't. I'm not begging nobody. The only thing good that's coming out of this unfortunate situation is everybody got to pick a side. Pick a side and stay on it.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Deadbeat father.
Yeah.
Completely dehumanizing her.
Yeah.
I do not know if my firstborn is still with us in the flesh or not. People have been texting me that she may have unalived herself. God forbid. I'm going to hope for the best, that no such thing
has happened.
It was just, I was like...
What's it, Baby Smurf?
Horrible.
And the way
terrible.
These nicknames.
He's completely not well.
Honestly.
His business is on the internet. It's not in private.
Yeah.
His business, he'll do videos hours upon end.
It was so inappropriate, and to me that just confirmed the sexism and misogyny that he has underneath all of that that he actually needs to deal with, because if he was not sexist and misogynistic to a degree, like, he wouldn't treat his daughter like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's so embarrassing for her in the first place.
How famous he is.
Come out and say, listen, my princess, I am so sorry. You're calling other black women queens all day long. You come out and say to your daughter, listen, I am so sorry. I am so sorry you had to even come out on the internet to talk about it.
Yeah.
Please, I am going to call my daughter.
Yeah.
Please.
I'm going
to deal with it.
Because I know where you live.
He said the daughter and the mum have his telephone number. Why haven't they called him?
Done with Mama Smurf and Baby Smurf. I wish them the best. Baby Smurf, get your interview money. You ain't got much to tell because you don't know shit, but so be it.
They have his telephone number. Seriously? And what hurts me as well is that, you know, he is somebody who is leading a whole movement. And then to find out that he has created 3 fatherless homes.
Wow.
Yes, apparently. Okay, I don't know how true that is, but Americans have really been saying it, right? So how do you create 3 fatherless homes? Yeah, because it's like, so he didn't marry none of those women, but then you're coming out and he's saying all of these things, like,
and he's always looking for a queen.
Come on. Yeah. Come on.
But he's always looking for a queen. He's telling that he's going to come on there and he's going to do all of these things.
And it's different if he came out and said, you know what, look, this is my story. I fathered these children.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I didn't marry these women and I feel deeply sorry about it. You know, like, express some type of empathy, some, you know, accountability for his actions. Maybe he was young and he wasn't prepared at the time. He made mistakes. He is a human being.
Exactly.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
But how you present in terms of you feeling remorseful and empathetic and not showing arrogance, it says a lot about the person. Do you get what I'm trying to
someone
say?
who's supposed to be leading.
That's what I'm saying.
A community and building schools
and encouraging men to actually date black women and marry black women.
I mean, honestly,
like these are like places that are abandoned, essentially, and
But they're also like toxic buildings, so you can't even build schools on them.
I thought you were gonna say they're prisons.
They're ex chemical plants or something like that. So the buildings themselves are like
falling apart.
Yeah, so they're not even going to.
He
can't even resell them or anything.
I saw one of the buildings, and I was like, he was walking around, and
that's all he ever does.
Doctor.
All right, Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy.
Yeah, see that pipe right there. See, a lot of that water that's just running off the side, and that's a problem even for the roofing too. It has no place to go, so it just filters down the side of the building and it turns into mold over time. But it's supposed to go down into a pipe, and there should be I can't remember what it's called, but there because I used to have to clear those at the old house when leaves used to get stuck in there. But it's supposed to go down and have the water go down into that pipe. But what this shows too is that Umar hasn't fixed, downspout. That's what it's called. Thank you so much. A downspout. Umar hasn't fixed that issue in over 6.5 years. And that will affect not only the exterior of the building, but also the interior, because you have standing water up there on top of the roof. It's crazy. And then obviously there's mold issues as well.
Oh my God.
Always like this.
The school in the backdrop.
I don't know what.
100 years later.
I don't know what.
100 years later.
It's always like this.
Who is gonna go to that school?
He's amazing.
He's an amazing character.
And what this shows us is there's a lot of work that needs to be done in the black community, because even till today, this person, even till today, people are giving him money.
Yes. Especially women.
Still giving him.
Women.
He has no girlfriend, no partner.
No.
He's a bachelor.
Such a charlatan.
He's a bachelor.
I thought there was a time when he married these 2 women. Well, that must have been a lie then.
Yeah.
So this woman's seen the FBI file of him, and she was the woman that said like, oh, he'll have a bath and then he'll have cake in the bath,
cheesecake,
and then he comes around. around the bathtub.
Yeah. So this
He
is
makes himself at home.
happened.
He exploits women and say, "Hey, I'm going to help your child go to their state." He's sofa surfing around around America.
No way.
Yes. You know, grifting his way into the knickers of these women.
That is so embarrassing.
Right, and he'll do talks in these places, and then he'll just totally ignore these women that
that he stayed at
said
their house.
Yeah, exactly. He said
so what he does, he'll go to a talk, he'll set up a talk, say somewhere, who says that where are my women at? Where are my black queens? Blah blah blah. Anyone in the area, people hit him up. Oh, hi, Dr. Umar, so amazing. You're coming. Yeah, let me meet you. Blah blah blah. I assume this is all an assumption because if you don't know, Dr. Umar Johnson as well is he's very active on socials. This might come on his.
It's alleged, you know what I mean?
Allegedly. And then he will go and meet these women, and then when it comes to the talk, it's like ghosting. He's ghosting on a major scale.
Yeah.
This person actually.
So he's a womanizer.
This is very dangerous.
Yeah, he's a womanizer of black women, like massively. But he's also at the same time he resents not just black women, black people. Is what I've realized about Umar Johnson. Is like self-hate is let's not overlook self-hate. You know, and there's one clip when he's wearing the orange dashiki. And Lennon played it, and he's there. I don't honestly the crowd, the way he has the crowd bamboozled.
If you're raising black children, you cannot afford to be lazy, but a lot of us are. And I'm just going to be real honest here tonight. A lot of us are very trifling, and a lot of us are very lazy. Neither adult in their life gives a shit. Excuse my French. That's the worst combination you can have, and a lot of our children have that combination. They have a lazy parent at home, and they got a lazy teacher in school. 85% of the kids I test have nothing wrong with them. Nothing. They lazy as hell, and the parents are too. Even when I was principal, I had to fight black parents. I want my son tested, Dr. Johnson. For what? Learning disability. Your son is in the 3rd grade. What do you mean? I think he got a learning problem. Well, the boy only been in my school for 1 year. In the school he came from, nobody learned. They ain't made AYP since AYP started. So why don't you give me a chance to work with your son? I want him tested. I'm not testing him because it ain't nothing wrong with him. His problem is your trifling ass. Get out my office. I don't want the kids coming back home to you because you part of the problem. You got Willie Lynch all in your system. White Jesus on the wall, teaching your kids to be multicultural, daughter looking like Beyonce, a head full of blonde ass weed. What the hell I want her coming back home to you for? She stay with me and the boys stay with me.
But the problem is you cannot teach what you do not have. And many of our children learn to be undisciplined by their undisciplined parents. For every black mother in here, don't you ever, black sister, ever, in the rest of your life, go to your son's school with your damn pajamas on!
And they're still there, like.
I mean, the thing about B can laugh about these things. I find this really infuriating because I think
disparaging black people in the same breath.
Because especially
when he's asking them donations.
Because there's so many things at play here, right? This is someone who. The problem as well about Dr. Umar Johnson, or I should just call him Umar Johnson, because this is someone who I feel like has come out as a fraud. I think it's going to come out that he's actually a fraudulent character. Yeah. But what happens is that this is so damaging for the black community.
Of course.
As it stands as well, I think he has raised about $1.6 million.
Wow.
He has actually claimed that at the IRS.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's been coming to light.
And it's factually proven that he has actually raised $1.6 million.
For one person, he hasn't got a team. This is nuts. He hasn't got a team, staff member.
1.6. So this is the thing about Umar. That's an incredible feat for one man to actually raise 1.6 million on his own. But then he's so misdirected, you know? He has no business acumen. You can see that by the way that he moves, by the way he behaves. This is someone who's seriously suffering.
The buildings, debts, basic bills that you have to pay to keep a building running.
Shocking.
This is someone who's really, really suffering.
Shocking.
He's suffering with something because he has the capacity to get people.
Right, mobilize people.
Yeah, mobilize people, and he's an amazing, like, he's great at championing and creating something. He just needs to realize that he needs to work with people. But Umar,
he's a narcissist.
Yeah,
he's
exactly.
a psychopath.
Yeah, exactly.
Sharon,
Yeah.
he's a psychopath.
I understand. Yeah, I know that. I completely
Over
know
a
that.
decade, all the money that he's got from
and not
all these black people around the world,
not one school,
not even a nursery,
not even a course,
rotted.
not even a course. Not even a course. I think that the black community, we need to all actually come together. Okay, not we, because we're based in the UK, but the American black community need to draw a line and say, look, everyone stop donating to Umar first. He needs to tell us where the money has gone that we have donated to him.
No, he's getting reported. You know, I think these it's coming.
Where has the money
Gradually.
gone?
Yeah.
Where is it?
And the other day, I saw a video of a black American guy. Well, I think he's of continental African who's migrated there. What country was he from? I can't remember. But anyway, he then came up and said him and his friend were willing to donate, I think 40,000 or 20,000 or something like that. However much Dr. Umar said he needed.
To cover the debt for the water bill.
Yes.
The 38,000.
Yeah, they were willing.
38,000.
He paid after Len hotted him up.
Yep.
He paid.
So these people have donated the money and get.
Well, I don't know if they've done it now, but him and his friend, he did a video saying that they are willing to write him a check. So there are so many people,
and
right,
this is the sad
who
thing,
still do not see the fraudulent behavior. They still don't understand it.
So
because
many fans still, and so many.
So many, yes. But you know why? Because you see, the thing is, he's very clever. And obviously, he's a psychologist. He knows what the black community need, right? He knows that the black community, right, people are afraid to stand up on their own. They are still looking for a type of messiah. Because we lost MLK, because we lost Malcolm X, because we lost Patrice Lumumba, because we lost all these great people. So he saw a gap. He said, oh, there's a gap.
I'm related to
Let me just slide in there as the king of Pan-Africanism.
King Kong
and
related to Douglas.
Like suck money out of the continent and then also money from America. Because he knows there's so many black people that are looking for a leader.
Yeah.
But what black people need to understand is that we're all leaders.
Exactly.
Okay? When they killed Malcolm X, everybody becomes a Malcolm X.
Yeah.
When they killed MLK, everybody becomes an MLK. No more one leader that goes in front and then gets assassinated.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So we need to understand that.
That's a really good point.
But I think what you said about them holding him accountable is absolutely imperative. I don't understand why it's gone on for so long.
It's coming to 20 years.
It's too much.
He's gonna have a Netflix series.
It's actually getting to the point where it's sad to watch.
And his obsession with like snow bunnies and
that is just weird.
Obscene things he says about black
women.
How intimately he'll speak about Serena Williams. Do you remember?
What did he say? I don't know about that.
5'5", super thick in the thighs. Serena went and got her a snow puppy. Serena Williams, you could have came and hollered at King Kong consciousness. I would have took care of all that. That snow puppy you got, I know he ain't pleasing my sister. Not them thighs. No way. You're not going to tell me that European can handle all that African black girl magic Serena Williams got. She needs King Kong driving clutch. Serena needs King Kong driving stick shift clutch black girl magic. But let us stay focused.
He just says really. This is when I knew that this man was completely mad.
Umar Johnson.
Like he just says really. When he comes online and that this is not a medical. This is not a doctor. I have a doctor, an uncle who's a doctor, in my family. I have never heard him say the things that Umar says in one clip.
Wow.
I have never heard in my whole life living with my uncle. Never has he spoken ill of people. They're really considered. People who are medically trained or they're there to help people. I understand them as being very calm, collected. Of course, they're human beings. They're going to have moments, right? But not every day that you're coming on the internet. And sometimes he just looks at the... Sometimes Umar will just be looking at the screen, making smizing at himself, and I'm like, this is disgusting.
And blocking people.
Yeah.
And this is.
Speaking about blocking people,
Yes.
let me make a confession.
There's so much going on with this guy. There's literally an array of debacles.
Let me make a
with
confession.
Umar Johnson. This is the thing. So we're trying to manage this because there's so much to cover about this guy.
Yeah, there's a lot.
This absolute snake oil salesman.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. So you know the whole thing with Cassie's case and whatnot. You know
he did it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know he was speaking on it a lot.
Oh right. Yeah.
And saying a lot of things.
Because deep down, I think he wants to be a rapper.
Wow.
I deep
He
down.
can't make up his mind. He wants to be that or a pastor.
And it's interesting you say that
or
because
a politician.
Exactly. I was going to say, do you know, we don't actually know his background. Like, he could have been from, he was on the roads, and then he decided to go and do psychology.
No.
And then it's like, you know, now it's a mixture of the two. Who knows? You know?
It's from the hood, Philadelphia, but it's on the fringes.
Yeah.
Right.
He didn't want
of
to really sell drugs or gangbang.
Yeah, of course he didn't.
So he went down the road of exploiting black
because
people.
He cares about, because Umar cares about his body himself too much.
Right.
He could never go in a line of fire like that.
Exactly. So
he's talking about Cassie and
yeah, so he posted something where he was talking about her, and I was listening and I was like, wow, this is crazy to me. So anyway, I posted something on my page, right? I can't even remember exactly what it is, but I added him, you know. And then
on Instagram or Twitter?
Instagram, yeah.
Okay, so you went on his page to comment.
Well, I don't know if I commented on his page. I might have done. I do anyway because I follow him, right? So I reposted some interview like this, and I asked my audience a question to vote about something. And that was that. But I obviously added him in that. And then
what did you say?
Do you know what? I should have checked it. I can't remember. Yeah. But I was like saying, is he serious about what he's saying? Like, you know, because I don't understand what nonsense he was talking about. Like, do you get what I mean? Like, because fair enough, she's not fully black, right? Yeah. But it's like she's a woman. And what she experienced is horrible. It's horrible. Do you see what I'm trying to say? So anyway, somebody then told me that he was in town, and I was like, "Oh, that's interesting." So I said, "Let me go." Yeah, recently. So I was like, "Let me go and check where he's gonna be." What? So I went to go and check, and I was like, "Hey, I can't."
But you didn't buy a ticket.
What's going on?
You didn't buy a ticket though.
No,
I didn't buy a ticket.
She's right.
But I was like, I can't. What's happening to his page? I can't. As it can't see platform. Yeah, what's going on? So I sent my friend a message, and I said, "Can you go on Dr. Umar's page and just check, like, if you know." And my friend went on there, and he was like, "Yeah, I can see everything." I said, "The man has blocked me."
But when you come outside, you better have a jacket on. I don't care what shoes you put on. Why am I yelling? Block. Stupid ass questions.
I need you to shake that booty. I'm blocking you, brother. We don't do that here. We don't do that. I'm sorry, my brother.
Martin Luther King or LeBron James twerk off, you must be a zesty fester. Let me block you for disrespecting Dr. King. Okay, zesty festies.
It took us 18. See, Neanderthal behavior. How far can you squirt? You know what? You melanin deficient, calcified pineal devil. Let me block him real quick. Nasty.
Nah, somebody said you're the activist, you do it. I'ma block you for that, lazy ass Negro. I'ma block you for that.
I love white women. Let me send you to the block party. No time for snow bunny love.
And you calling people the N-word with a white Jesus? Goodbye. Goodbye. Who else? I think let's have a 5-minute block party. Who else? Let's have a 5-minute block party. Who else? I can't take it today. Where's the school at? Have a nice day. Where the school at? Goodbye. He said, where the school at? And I'm sitting at the school. Goodbye.
What did he call?
How many years ago was this?
What did he say?
This was recently. Very, very recently. When he came to town, I was like, so just my little post go under his skin. Why?
He blocks you.
He blocked me.
He blocks you.
Yeah. So now the thing is this, right? And I've
you know how mad that is?
I know, but it's a compliment to me because obviously I'm saying something to him because it got under his skin. You know, bravo, Cleo, Empress.
Honestly.
So I mean, I do comment on his page. Like when he says stuff that's out of line, I would comment and say, no, that's nonsense.
Yeah.
You know? So my thing is this, is that, you know, I say to my friends when we're talking about this issue about rich black men, right? And the system trying to take them down, right?
Yeah, I speak on that.
Exactly. So here, my thing is this, is that because his argument is that the system is trying to take down all rich black men, right? But the thing is that if you're a rich black man, you have to carry yourself still in a certain way.
Of course.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? It doesn't mean that because you're a rich black man and the system is trying to take you down, what he did is okay.
Yeah.
It's not okay on any watch.
Of course.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Of course.
So the thing is that if a black man knows that the system is already after us, right? The system is already against us,
Surely
right?
you'd act appropriately.
Surely you
Why
would
wouldn't
do things in a way that is not
Yeah.
going to bring you down even further.
Of course.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Unless you're unhinged.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? So it's like, so then when it happens, you have some of these men coming out saying, oh, you know, the system hates the black man, the system this, that, and the other. But what about what he did?
Yeah, but also just you have to use, like, as Lennon says, critical thinking.
That's what I'm saying.
Someone says, okay, I need this money to start a school. Where is the school? I know I can see the school, but I need to see the children going into the school.
Yeah.
And there's so many things around this school that just don't make sense. Like, do you know what it takes to build a school? And you have no one you're working with. You have no team. There's no one he wants to be involved with. So many people are saying, we'll come and do work for free. We'll come and do this.
Oh,
it shuts them down.
Even the painting.
Even people were saying, we'll come and we'll do all of the plumbing for the school. Umar, you just need to get these certificates down. We'll come and do everything. He's blocking people.
Black Americans
to people's emails.
Honestly, black Americans are so talented. Yeah, they're
They've been
black
through so
Americans
much.
who are buying whole neighborhoods, and rebuilding and furnishing houses that look so amazing. So there's no way that, you know, if he was to, like you're saying, listen to those people and actually bring them on board, this school would have been built ages ago. It's because he doesn't want it.
He doesn't want it.
Because that school he was walking around in, I was like, who painted the school?
Do you know what I mean?
It looks like
he had a couple of people at the beginning, but then now recently he was there with the paintbrush walking around himself.
That's what I'm saying.
And then he gets on live. It's like this, and you know what I want? This is the one thing.
I love that word, performative.
Exactly. The one thing I wanted to say is that the reason why this is also being allowed to happen is because it's only affecting the black community.
Of course.
Imagine if this was a person just randomly siphoning. Do you know 1.6
for one
million
Bazungu would not have it.
Are you joking? This has come straight from the black community.
Bazungu would be protesting outside that school. They would shame themselves.
Ofcom would have been notified.
Yes.
There would have already been people down there to say, look, I want my money back.
They
would have
reported him.
So this is being allowed to continue because this person, you're still giving him money. Stop giving Umar Johnson money. He needs support with what he's trying to do now.
Yeah. But you know one thing
What's that?
He needs support with trying to find out. Either support
to do what?
He's a con man.
I know he's a con man, but he needs. Do you know what I want? I still want to believe. Yeah.
He doesn't need support. He needs
kiboko.
You know why? Because
the proof is in the pudding.
Do you know how embarrassing? Even as someone who's never donated, right? I've never even been interested.
Good.
Neither have I.
But to know that people have given 1.6 million. I pray that this man just
look at the film
doesn't
producer.
know. As just like. I don't know.
And most recently, this film producer, who's a single mother of 3 kids, you know, Umar Johnson tried to scam her out.
Oh, yeah, I watched that.
100K. She was on Lennon's show.
Yeah, you sent me that.
Bad Zin. She said he's a financial rapist.
When I heard that bit, I said,
in the black community. You know what I'm saying? She gave him a dressing down.
Yeah.
You know,
I heard it.
You know,
I heard it.
He's not well.
But
he needs mental health
dressing
support,
down.
mental health support.
Exactly. But you see something.
He's an alcoholic. He's a
what?
You need to honestly advise anyone.
Alcoholic.
Yeah, he drinks.
Anyone that needs to find out more about Umar Johnson,
go on Lennon,
Lennon,
please,
and shout out Lennon, shout out to you. You've been doing a magnificent job
Honestly.
of exposing Umar Johnson. We're just over here in the UK talking on this guy as he comes over here as well, and he sells his tickets and he's doing the same mode over here as
Yeah,
well.
he drinks.
So he's inheriting a lot of money.
There's one footage.
you know.
There's a shot where he goes to a off license or bodega, and they're like, "No gin today."
Yeah, he forgot it's recording.
Yeah, because he's always on live.
Yeah.
So the thing, they go like, "No gin today," and then he's like, "No gin today. I might come in later and get some for the ancestors."
For the ancestors.
Wow.
There's a clip of him smoking weed, and he says, "I do not smoke weed." He's there getting high, but he's trying to equate
for
this.
the
I'm trying to get closer to
How
the
did I miss all
ancestors.
these clips?
Or
It's
he
because
uses
you've been blocked.
He uses
It's because you've been
African,
blocked.
African
It's because you've been
customs.
blocked, honey.
Exactly.
It's because you've been blocked. Cleo, make it make sense, Empress.
He's an exploiter on so many different levels. He'll
Yeah.
use African spirituality and folklore.
Yeah.
He'll use black women and black empowerment, you know, for his own agenda, and he's got the cheek. When you talk out against him on live, he'll use, "Don't coon out. If you coon out, you will be blocked." So he's always saying he's quick to disparage other people all the time. But I'm like, you know what's funny? Umar Johnson, everything that you say about these people when you're disparaging them, you're talking about yourself.
It's classic narcissistic trait.
Absolutely.
They just project. They say stuff
Yes.
that's actually them.
Yes.
I think also the reason why he has issues with black women is he has a troubled relationship with his mother. There's something there, a lot of unhealing. That's why I say he needs help. He needs support.
He's her carer.
I don't mean it
But
that
it's
he
again, he's
needs
exploiting
support.
her
They need
for a
to
roof
take
over her
his
head.
phone away. The people need to take his phone away. They need to take him away, assess him, say, "Look, Umar, F.D.M.G has now been put on hold. We just want to help support you and find out where this money is. Stop sending this guy money via PayPal. Stop sending him money via Cash App. Stop sending him, I'm going to give him 40,000 by check because people are always trying to destroy the black community." No. Umar Johnson is not, he doesn't represent a black man that I want representing the community that I'm from. He is not, the way he speaks about women, the way he speaks about the black community, the way he speaks about himself, I don't want someone.
His daughter.
I don't stand by someone like that.
Loyalty.
I don't stand by someone like that.
Who are you? I've said to myself, if I ever see this guy, I'll give him a piece of my mind. There is a African American orientated online magazine called The Root. They've been on his case for a long time, and they've said, to be clear, The Root does not have a vendetta against Umar Johnson, but we believe anyone who has collected almost $750,000 from black people should be vetted. And this was in 2017.
Can you imagine?
Wow.
That was 750,000. The guy, Lennon, has said that I think it's 1.677.
Wow.
Yeah,
that he's created.
Overall. So it's been over a decade.
And this is only that's only the money that he's declared by IRS.
Right.
Because people will meet him and say, "Oh my God, here's
Give him money in an envelope.
And then he comes up with some fly dashikis.
Yeah.
He's always looking crisp. He's always looking fresh.
Different hotels.
Do you know what I mean?
But you know what?
He's always from a
Spending
different
black
room.
people's money.
Exactly.
I'm always like,
all around the world.
Why can't you just have one desk
while
somewhere?
While trying to shame black people.
Exactly.
At the same time.
But
Black
what
women.
gets me is that why are the
He's a
black...
capitalist, sorry.
It's cool. Why are the black Americans, the men specifically, why are they not standing up and doing something? Because you see, we talk a lot, or they talk a lot about protection. Protect the black woman. Protect the black woman. A lot of black women have been victims to him. Why are they so... They're too quiet for me. I feel there's no action. People are talking, but there's no action.
You know what? I think a lot of the black men in America also, this is embarrassing. This is quite shameful.
But recently, though...
Yeah, but they're
reprimanding. They are coming out.
And the church leaders, what are the church leaders doing?
No, because everyone rallied round you at the beginning. You know what I mean? Do you know how embarrassing it is? But you have to be that one person to stand up and say, you know what?
They have to take the
I
L.
trusted this person. I wanted to hear that from Charlemagne. All of these people. Why are they not talking about...
There's been other YouTubers, like Dr. Boyce Watkins. You know, I follow this.
I know him, yeah.
You know him, another black YouTuber. So... They are so trust me, there are people now saying
coming up.
So these things take time.
Yeah, it takes time.
At the time, nobody knew better.
Yeah, and the thing is as well, Umar's so smart. He's gone for the black woman She's single. Remember, she's a single mother, black woman. He doesn't go for a woman who's married. And then start trying to slide into your house and say, he doesn't do that.
Do those women also have to be accountable though?
Of course they do. Of course they do.
And being a bit.
Yeah, see, that's a very good point. But he's playing on their vulnerability.
Because that's,
you know what?
It takes two to tango.
It does take two to tango, but let me tell you something, and this is something I think is very important for us to understand. They are vulnerable adults.
Yes.
Plenty of vulnerable adults.
Absolutely.
Just because we age does not mean we cannot be vulnerable and doesn't mean that people set boundaries. There are so many adults who don't know how to set boundaries and they're vulnerable. And do you know what as well? I was thinking about this. I think we were talking about this and you asked me to save it. There's another thing as well. There are so many black women who are looking for an older brother.
I know.
There's so many black women who are looking for a father figure.
Yeah.
There's so many black women who do not have a positive male role model in their life. Yeah. And when they see Dr. Umar up there talking,
because he's
so powerfully,
this is why
so assertively, and the masculinity, right? They look at him and they think,
wow,
what a man. They want to be around him.
Yeah.
Yeah? So when he's coming to their city, they will DM him. They will do everything just to be in his presence.
Yeah.
Also, there's another thing. They're probably thinking, you know what? This could be the next Malcolm X.
Yeah.
Right? They want to be associated with him.
It's a Messiah
so being the kind of person that he is, because, you know, there's some type of men who smell vulnerability from miles away. They can read it in text. They can read it in your voice. Yeah. They can see it in your eyes. Yeah. It's all over your forehead. They see you from a mile.
It's all over.
So they just scan and they're like, I'm going to go with this one. Yeah. I'm going to go with that one. I'm going to go with that one. Those women don't have a chance. They don't have a chance because you will find if you look into their lives, they don't have a strong role model in their life in order for them not to even be vulnerable like that.
Yeah.
You know? So when you hear even people having this conversation, choose better, but what is the programming and the teaching that has been given to boys and men from a very young age? Yeah. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, what are women having to deal with?
Point.
You know? So it's too many vulnerable women. Too many.
To the school, okay, why is it just for boys anyway? What about women?
This is what
about black women?
You see?
Why are you making a school just for boys?
This is what I'm saying.
So he can indoctrinate them.
As well, do you know what? So many people, black people come out, big black people with big platforms in America. Launch Mal, who Brand Nubian used to be part of this big rap group in America. And even famously, he was like with Raw Digger, he used to be a rapper too.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, he gave an example of a black man who has started a school without no social media.
Oh wow!
But he's not the only one. There was
others,
loads of black people who have started up, institutions.
And we've never heard of them.
No, exactly. And they've done it silently, and the school's up and running.
And black girls.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
He needs. I don't wish prison on people, but I don't make the laws. I'm not a police officer. If he's breaking laws, I've had to pay the price for breaking laws. In my life, if you know, you know.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So so back to the Root magazine, and most recently, Michael Harriot, who I think is the editor of this platform, said, "Here is my problem with stupid people and narcissists."
Wow.
In reference to they will argue their side of a debate just to save face. They can know they are wrong, yet they still belabor their point. Hopefully I'm saying that right. They don't want truth or understanding. They just want to be right. Dumb people do that. It's why Donald Trump's personal mantra is, never admit you were wrong. It shows weakness. I've always said privately and publicly that I agree with a lot of what Johnson says. Part of my problem with him, aside from our disagreement about homosexuality, ruining the black race and some sort of misogynistic rhetoric, cool, that's another story, but was that many people listen to him because he said that he was a doctor of psychology. Some people gave him the benefit of the doubt simply because of his credentials. There's a lot more to it. So trust me, people have been like pursuing this guy. People are not stupid. Human beings are not stupid. If you're coming out and you're saying all these things, do you not think there's gonna be your people like wanting to know where the money's gone? Your donors. He disrespects his own donors as well.
It's crazy.
This is what I mean.
Next time, make it 20. He was 10 this time, make it 20. He's the grift. I'm like, man, this guy, and it's still going. And even now, there's still people on his comments defending him.
Yeah.
You know, he put up a post recently talking about, they're trying to stop me from caring for my mum. You know, I'm the only one that cares enough.
Yeah, because apparently he lives at home with his mother.
Triad trait.
Okay, so he lives at home. His mum.
Oh no, this gets worse.
Yeah. You see, this is what I'm saying. People don't actually know.
This gets worse.
You really have to watch that guy, Lennon.
So he doesn't have a house of his own.
He doesn't have a home of his own. But this is what I'm saying. Like, people need to just think. Imagine if someone who doesn't have their own home is coming to you and saying, "Hi guys." Okay, it doesn't mean that they can't, but it's like he's not even like has nowhere that he rents on his own as a 51-year-old man. And you want to go and you've taken all of this money from the community, $1.6 million, and you're at the whole thing just
so he's saying
mental.
He still lives at home because he was caring for his
mother. Yeah.
But how when he's always on tour?
Exactly.
Right.
This is critical. What you've just done there is critical thinking. This is all we need to do. You can't keep on blindly following people. In our community, we blindly follow because we want to believe in someone. We want someone's going to say.
This is a great grift from Umar Johnson because, again, people didn't know better at the time. Prominent black people in the YouTube space donated to him. They elevated him. He used black people to get to the top. And then along the way, he obviously exploited them. And there's still no accountability and no responsibility whatsoever. So
shocking.
Whatsoever. It's a shame because I think like someone like him, I think as he was alluding to earlier on, he could, but that's all woulda, coulda, you know? We could say that about so many people in history.
I sometimes think that Umar came out too soon. He would have been perfect in the TikTok generation, you know? You know the TikTok generation where they just go on TikTok and just say stuff? He could have been making all that money and doing all of that stuff.
Now. He's just caught wind.
Yeah, but
just for talking.
Yeah, just for talking. He just could have just been a talker.
Instead of taking the money.
Instead of taking money and promising, I'm going to build a school.
51?
Odd.
51. 51 years, a big man.
Man, this is what I'm trying to say.
How long are we going to keep on? And now you're getting ready to start going to prison. You have to, because where's that money?
For the rest of his life.
Where's your money? Where's the money?
Wow.
Umar? What do we do now? Where do we come? And do you know what happens for the future of the black community? Because it's like, right, some people have given, you know, he has this thing where he says,
hit the cash app.
Yeah, but on top of the cash app, he says, I'm grateful for your $1, but 2 would be better. And then it's like, so people have given their last 20 or their last $100.
Thank you, Sister Avanti, $10 coming on the Cash App. Thank you, sister. Next time, make it 20, but thank you for that 10. I know you barely had that. Thank you, sister.
And you've given it to this man, and he turns out to be a fraud. It's a story. It's our history.
Right, but do you know who it is? It's the YouTubian struggle streamers.
Who are taking away...
I want my brothers to hear me, and I want my sisters to hear me. YouTubian struggle streamers. You know what a struggle streamer is. You know what a YouTubian struggle streamer. 1,000 videos and you only got 30,000 followers. 1,000 videos and you only got 30,000 followers. You know what a damn struggle streamer is. 500 videos and you only got 100 followers. 500 videos and you only got you know what a damn YouTubian struggle streamer? They asses are struggling for views. And they can't keep my name out their mouth because whenever they mention my name, they get the most views. YouTubian struggle streamer. YouTubian struggle streamer. YouTubian struggle streamer.
Oh gosh.
The use of his language, it shows his resentment and contempt for black people.
Yeah.
Black people.
Yeah.
He's the biggest COON going, he dishes that out to everyone.
Yeah.
Wow.
When you speak so much, this is the problem about people like him. You're gonna slip up when you speak so much. As someone that's in a public eye.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're gonna.
Of course you're going to slip up. You can only perform, so much. Eventually the truth always comes out. But he's definitely self-absorbed.
He deflects and he blames.
Really
it's the coons.
crazy.
It's the YouTubian struggle streamers. Or it's Dr. Buzzy, which he calls Lennon Onum, who's been onto him.
He's a foul mouth. It's really bad.
That's
why I want him to be. He needs to be off. When someone like Kanye was losing his mind, everyone was shutting his Instagram down. Why can't we do the same for Umar? We need to by force. It needs to be like it's too much, because as it goes on, he's just building more and more evidence.
It's like he's done juju.
Yes.
It's like he's done juju on the people.
But
that's what I think about sometimes because of the way. Remember the first time B started sending, would show me some of Umar's videos. I was like, why does he repeat everything?
That's what I'm saying. Let me tell you something.
Let me see that again.
We were like,
these rapper coons be spending $2,000 on a strip club on snow bunnies. Let me see that again.
He was
these rapper coons be spending $2,000 on strip club.
At one point,
it's not a joke.
It's you know like what? Words are spells.
That's what I'm saying. I was just about to say that.
I repeat things 3 times because 3 is the number of gates. It is the number of roads. So when I'm communicating, I'm trying to condition and educate your unconscious. And since 3 is the number of times you need to knock in order to open up the spiritual gateway, I repeat things in 3 because if your unconscious hears it 3 times, it has a stronger likelihood of holding on to that bit of data, that bit of consciousness, that bit of intelligence. So that's why I repeat everything in 3s to help you understand, overstand, and understand. See, the first time I say it is for you to understand. The second time I say it is for you to understand. And the third time I say it is for you to overstand. That's why. I want y'all to understand, overstand, and understand what King Kong is talking about.
Words are spells. It's just like, listen, it's just like the church. Yeah? When you have them pastors and them preachers up there on that podium, and then they say, oh, I feel it in my spirit. God told me that somebody is struggling with, of course somebody's going to be struggling with that. You've got 500 people in your church. What are you talking about? Do you know what I'm saying? Oh, God told me that this, of course there's going to be somebody. So there's a lot of power. That's why he went, listen, that's why the man went to study psychology.
Yeah.
Honestly.
And this is the thing.
This is what I'm saying.
And they're saying that he specialized in MLK Ultra, like he did a bit of research in MLK.
Honestly, this is getting serious by the minute.
You need to watch Lennon.
What?
You need to
this guy, the guy that I sent you.
He's been
This
following him for
guy
years.
has done homework.
He's basically he said that he's like the most researched, one of the people who's researched Umar for them. He's got the most evidence on
his YouTube channel. It's about Umar.
Right, but what I'm saying, Umar himself.
Has
done a lot of research and a lot of studying because he's
a cult leader.
Right,
but he's also intelligent.
He's taxed to repeat things. It's like he said it once, it's gone over your head. He has to say it again so it can enter.
Right.
And the thing is, he knows psychology. Some things might not go in consciously, but subconsciously they will go in.
And if you're saying things, he's like 219-689-9999, 219-689-9999. And I used to be like this. I used to be like, this man.
What he said?
I was like, this man, he's a
in the same breath, he'll be like, oh, I had to set up a paper for donations because black people were too lazy to go to the post.
Can you imagine? He's about the money. He's about the money.
They were too lazy to go to the post office.
So he set up Cash Up. He's cooking.
Nah, listen.
He loves this guy. Trust me.
So all this time when you've been following him, this is entertainment for him.
Thank you.
This has been entertainment. Because I was going to ask you that. How come you've been following him for a long time? What was that about? So it was just entertainment for you.
Cleo,
I wasn't taken seriously.
The boys, they all sit on the phone laughing about Umar, and I was like, and I'm there like this, clutching my little womb for all of the black community. I'm like, oh my God,
But
this is
everyone
so
that talks about him,
like,
Lennon,
like,
don't people laugh when they talk about him? How many memes he's turned into a meme?
I can only laugh,
over the years,
but
Cleo, he's
isn't
turned
that
into a legit meme.
No, isn't that sad?
You know?
Isn't that sad that he's turned into a
But
meme?
he doesn't care. He doesn't care because it's all about
Because
self.
He doesn't.
It's all about
I
self.
think even the memes. I think some things he does on purpose for that reason.
No, they tap into. This is what cult leaders and narcissists do. They play in emotions of people. You know, they say all the right things. They look the part. You know what I'm saying? He could sell water to a well. He's like, look how much money. I believe he could sell water to a well. Yeah.
It's so sad.
Look how much money he's made from black people.
You know how sad it is?
It's so
It's
sad
like,
because
what can he not do?
That talent.
He can turn water into wine.
The energy.
I think Umar Johnson can turn water into wine.
Honestly, all that energy, all the talent, and his boldness, his courage.
It's just been misdirected.
His eloquency when he's talking. He could have directed this in such a way that would be so beneficial to so many
This is
people.
why he
And
studied the
himself.
traits of leadership throughout history. All the greatest leaders had charisma. They were orators. They were showmen. They showed showmanship. You know, they were dynamic. You know, saying they had conviction. They were explosive. Unless you know, all you got to do is just show these traits. Is basically, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we can start our own. Anyone can start their own cult.
Yeah.
You know, you got to sound convincing enough. You know. And then you've got everybody. It's energy. Even if
energy is a
has he got anything better to
deep
do?
word.
I think he's got a lot of time on his hands.
Deep word.
You know,
Yeah.
it's like there's so like the amount of times he forgets about the camera, and then something will happen where the camera will drop or something. Now you can see the background of the room that
And
he's
he's
recording
just
it in,
talking
and
about
it's a landfill. It's an
cool.
absolute s-hole.
Wow.
Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
You know. And he's
Crazy.
there trying to get the right angle to make sure you don't see the room, but he's slipping up along the way. You know, he's the affair with the stripper. Do you remember that one?
He had an affair with.
This is it.
Honestly, do you know what? Do you know what I mean? It's like the people who are his fans. So you hear something like this. This person, remember, he's saying, "I'm a doctor.
Thank you. Psychologist.
but then he has to come online.
I'm a revolutionary. I'm related to Fred.
But he comes online
Douglas.
and then he says, "Okay, I need to address this rumor that's going around about me and a stripper." In what world do you think that it makes sense for a man who's saying that he's a psychologist, a doctor, who's trying to run a school and create, he says, I need to address this rumor about a stripper. The moment I hear that, I'm like, okay, unfollow. I don't have time to put, because what you have to understand.
Because how did he end up in that situation?
Exactly. There's no judgment. There's no like awareness. There's no self-awareness. There's not even any, you're just trying to cover your own back. You're completely living yourself open to everything. And that is that's not someone who you want as a leader.
No.
And also you should stop giving your energy to something like that because it fuels him. So you guys think that Umar's the only person running around giving energy. He's getting energy from these people. He's getting energy in terms of money. He's getting energy from in terms of adoration.
Yep.
He's getting energy from people. That's what I'm saying. This needs to be turned off.
Energy is currency.
His account needs to be turned off
energy
so that we can see how he will function on his own.
Because the government's coming from already.
Yeah.
And now I've never seen this type of backlash on Umar Johnson before online, because that's how we came up and that's how we made his money.
Yeah.
Do you understand? There's plenty of evidence on him, but it's just cool. People didn't know any better. Okay, so anyone that's donating to this guy, please just stop living in delusion.
Yeah.
Please, like it's out of control.
The time is done.
It's out of control now.
Done.
You know, I think he's trying to come to the UK this year. You know.
Okay.
All right, well, trust me, you're gonna see something
Let's see what
about that fly in the wall perspective.
Stay tuned.
You get me?
And it's crazy. I've never been moved to donate to him. You know.
Yeah, because you have. I don't want to be disrespectful to other people, but your head is on your shoulders.
My cousin.
I've never
Look
been
at my cousin,
moved.
Besser. Donate. Like it's like wow. You know what? It makes me at least feel bad because I'm like, you know what? I'm not easily fooled. No disrespect.
Something in your gut was telling
to
you.
Eve all those years ago. Do you understand? When I in my 20s, early 20s, you know, when I first heard about him.
But you see, but then it's like if someone like this, if he wasn't,
Like you said, I laughed at
if
it.
he
It
was
a joke to me.
But if he was someone who was genuine, you know, how it's such a weird thing. This feels so weird talking about him.
But what do you mean?
He wants to be around celebrities.
If it was genuine, we should be donating. We should have been supporting somebody like this. But it's like, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like, okay, I don't even want to be like, I'm so happy I never donated to somebody like this because look. Because actually, the message that he was trying to push at the beginning was positive, you know? I think.
Yeah, but he's done a number of.
I know he's done a number on people. I know he's done a number of people, but I don't want this to damage how we try to rebuild our community because people in the Umar Johnson, he doesn't
represent our community.
He doesn't represent our community, but he doesn't represent our community. Of course, he doesn't. But what he's doing is having a massive impact on people.
On how people
you
will
have to understand that
in the future.
There are people who are younger than me who follow this guy, who've grown up with Dr. You know, when you go on his page, when you go and you see these little girls, and you go, you know, when you see a comment, you go in the comment and you'll be like, who is this person? He's just a little girl being like,
forever, Snow Bunny's never.
That's just ridiculous.
Like one of his greatest hits. He's got all these catchphrases that he comes with.
So divisive, so dangerous.
But you know what?
Not have.
Exactly. Sorry to cut you.
No.
I think in the future, if somebody else comes up, okay, I think people have learnt from this. Yeah. And I think what people will do going forward is listen to their gut instincts, okay? If something doesn't feel right, then it's probably not right.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But then at the same time, there's always going to be vulnerable people.
Definitely.
Who, no matter what, whether you're a good person or you're a bad person, they will still fall for the prey, right? They'll still fall for the bait, sorry.
Absolutely.
So, you know, what
these
to do.
conversations are important, though.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
deter anybody
from
on this
giving money
occasion.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We need to have an organization, an agency, right, within our communities that actually vet these people. Do you know what I mean? Like when people come up, we need to have like organizations, people who are interested in investigating backgrounds and
Lennon should
nip
be
it
one.
in the
He should be. This guy is
nip
brilliant.
it in the bud from the beginning. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like come out but then at the same time, you know, there's some people who they don't want other people to prosper, right? So they can always try to also damage other people's images. Because nobody's perfect. Everybody has got their thing, right? Not all leaders have got, you know, their own issues. All of us as individuals, we've all got our own issues. So, but the thing is that I feel like we should be more invested in when somebody comes up to want to be a leader, we need to really look into them and vet them. Like, okay, what gives them the right to?
It's easier said than done in this digital era.
It's true.
Where any
it is true.
Tom, Dick, and Harry can just go on it
online, and say that you know I'm a doctor.
Right.
It's true.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So we'll see what the future holds for Johnson, and these conversations are really important. You know, and this is why I do what I do. Podcasts, you know, obviously I care about all people. You know, but let's have it right. You know, it's people who look like you.
Exactly.
It's different.
It's different. Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
It's different.
So
we have to save ourselves.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That needs to be stopped. You know, I don't know what else to say, but I've been loading on this for some time. You know, so. Is there anything else you want to add before we finish?
Where's the school?
Where is the school?
F.D.M.G is coming. F.D.M.G is remix. F.D.M.G is not coming.
Is this an actual song?
Yes. So the other guy, Lennon, has made the song.
Lennon made a song? I need to watch
It's really
more
entertaining.
Yeah,
wow. Really entertaining.
Shout out Lennon on.
Oh no, yeah. Honestly, this is a great. We need more people like him doing the work
that he does
in our community.
Absolutely. Let us know what you think of this video, everybody, and you, Lennon, Honor. So if you've been scammed or defrauded by Umar Johnson, it's fine. It's life. It happened. Let's just spread the word.
Yeah, exactly.
And what's gonna be will be. You know, he's come up and is around the corner for sure. It's all in God's hands, right?
Exactly.
I don't. Yeah, well, Karma's definitely going to knock at his address. Karma knows his address, right? But at the same time, as a people, we have to make sure we make him accountable for what he's been doing.
Absolutely.
110%.
Yeah. Or the law.
God has given us the power.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Exactly.
God has invested the power in us.
Or the law. You know, the law is going to hold him account. Sooner or later, somebody's going to hold him account.
Sure. For sure.
Like Charlie Kirk. Thank you very much.
Thank you. It's been an absolute pleasure to come and join you.
Yeah, this has been.
Thank you for having me.
Two beautiful black women, you know, on the pod for this conversation.
Thank you.
So, really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe. Let us know what you think about this whole Umar Johnson debacle and grift that is being perpetrated. No?
Yeah. Time's up.
Over and out.
Thank you.
Mr. Johnson, I can get you a job working at my construction company. No experience necessary. But it will require hard work and a bit of physical sacrifice on your part. You could live rather well on this modern salary even. Work? Just who do you think I am? A lowly servant? Do you know how many degrees I got? When I was in Africa, I flew in a helicopter. I was born in the same decade as Kobe Bryant. I am somebody. I don't work. The fuck you talking about? I am the most requested, most honored black scholar in history. Okay, Mr. Johnson. Can you pay the bill then? My thing is, what happened, y'all? Yo, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. I gotta contact Billy Boy and get back in the game. I don't know what that nigga be talking about. Get a job. That's the thing with human shit flies. They always want to fly around shit. You got animal shit, plant shit, human shit. Human shit flies always want to be around shit. I put human shit flies in my book of Negroes.